What's up, everybody? It's your boy DC1, the D313XP, man. Listen here, started for the late start, man. Some things going on, but I'm here, um, holding it down. Hopefully, maybe breed. This ain't no Miss J will join me, but like I say, man, this is just going over just what's been going on today in the sports world over the weekend. Obviously, that Michigan State, right? We're definitely going to talk about that shortly. But we got to talk about what happened today. Detroit Lions with an easy victory against the Tennessee Titans with a 50 piece burger, 52-14. Um, Lions had a little bit of rough start in the first quarter, and as far as defensively, gave up 2 touchdowns. But Lions still able to score, scoring the first touchdown of the game with David Montgomery. Tennessee responded back, and we scored our own again, take the lead, and Tennessee tied the game. Everybody thought like, oh man, this is one of those games that, oh man, this might be a trap game. I didn't know it felt like that. I felt like it was an easy opportunity victory anyway. I felt like, Tennessee is just an inferior team. They're a team that they got some notable players, but I just didn't feel like we was just way better than them. We was way better than them. We did what we were supposed to do. Yes, I know it took, the second quarter on out to manage to take care of business, but we did what we were supposed to do. We take care of business, and we showed we're the best team. We're the better team. That's what we're supposed to do, handle business. So I love what I've seen this whole entire game going forward. Lions came out like, let's go ahead, put this team away, and they absolutely did. They put this team away. Um, Jared Goff, only 12 for 15, 85 yards. Jared Goff didn't have to do much, man, because the running game was so great, man. And our special teams, got to give a shout out to our special teams. Our special teams was unbelievable today. Dorsey with the huge 70-yard punt return. We didn't get the touchdown. He was almost there. And then after that, with Khalid Raymond had a big run that set up a big punt return to set up for that touchdown. All that short field. Jared Goff didn't have to do much. You got to give credit to our special team. And then, finally, Khalid Raymond. I'm so happy for this man because this man used to play for that Tennessee Titans. And coming over here, he's been with this Lions organization for 4 years, about 4 or 5 years now with this team. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. It's a simple fact that he well deserved this, this opportunity to play against his former teammate, his former team. Showed up big time, man. Big time with that 90-yard punt return for a touchdown, man. So I don't know, like Tennessee just kept putting the ball to us, and hey, we'll take it. You're leaving us, open space. We're gonna take advantage of it. So shout out to our special teams. Getting us a lot of short field. There was really much, like I said, part of the difference of the game. Our special team was huge. So our defense stepped up once again. Our defense did its thing. I mean, we still got to worry about RB having that pass rush, but again, the pass rush. I know Brad Holmes is making these phone calls and see what he do to, saying to get somebody, to also with these get a pass rusher because we need that edge. We need that pass rusher. It still shows. Mason Rudolph should not be running, especially in the first quarter. He should not be running, having so much time in that pocket early. Calvin Ridley was killing us in the first quarter. He was killing us. Calvin Ridley is a hell of a receiver, but he was killing us. But the Lions started to settle down. They started playing defense. They started, they got some forced some turnovers. Mason Rudolph went back to reality. Kirby Joseph with another huge interception. Oh man, Kirby with 5 interceptions in the season so far. Kirby Joseph is always at the right place at the right time, man. So, like I said, this game was much needed game. Like I said, You know, after you took care of business last week for the Vikings, the Lions, you just come in, you take care of a team like Tennessee, and that's what you did. You take care of the team you're supposed to be inferior team. Don't let them hang around. Don't put their foot in their neck, because Tennessee, they like to start early. They like to start early, and next you know, they'll fall apart for the rest of the time, because they had a 10-0 lead last week against the Buffalo Bills, and the Buffalo put up 34 straight points on them. So Tennessee like to get a hot quick starts, but they're not going to finish the game long. So absolutely, proud of this Lions team, what they did today. Like I said, put up those type of numbers, you know, um, 52 points. That just really shows that this team is, like, we're not taking no crap. We're not taking no crap from anybody. Listen, we're gonna come out here. We're gonna hit you in the mouth. You're gonna try to play with us. You're not on our level, Tennessee. You're not. Absolutely not. Sit your butt down somewhere and let it be. So, as I said, Jared Goff, 12-15, 85 yards, 3 TDs. I mean, yes, he got sacked 4 times, but who cares? Jared Goff didn't have to do much. Hendon Hooker came out, which the other thing with Jared Goff, he kind of, tweaked a little ankle a little bit. I think that Dan Cameron left him out there a little too long. The offense a little bit out there too long, but Jared Goff will be fine. Obviously, Jared Goff will be fine. So, but he, of course, he's gonna play. He's a true warrior, so he's gonna play. Hendon Hooker came out. He went 2 for 3 for 6 yards, but again, the game was pretty much, it was already out of reach. So you get to see Hendon Hooker out there. But our guy, our Sonic and Knuckles, man. Like I said, our Knuckles with 9 carries, 33 yards in the tub. Our Sonic, 11 carries, 127 yards a tub. With that was including that 70-yard run, man. He was just too much speed, man. You give him all that, you give him just a tiny room, he's gone. This is what it is, man. Jameer Gibbs was, Sonic and Knuckles, they did what they're supposed to do. The best dynamic duo in football, running back duo in football. It's not even close right now. Yeah. So they did what they're supposed to do. Sam Laporta, National Tight End Day. Sam Laporta, he got a tub. He got a tub not from Jared Goff. He got it from David Montgomery. David Montgomery threw a perfect pass. Spiral was perfect pass, right on the money to Laporta for a touchdown. It was surreal, man. Love it. Ben Johnson put another trick out his sleeve. Ran that play with perfection. It was perfect. Khalif Raymond, 2 catches, 14 yards. He did get a touchdown as well. Brock Wright, another tight end, got a touchdown as well. St. Brown, wide open, got a touchdown. So, otherwise, it's good to see Isaiah Williams out there. And like I said, he had 2 catches, 6 yards, but it was good to see him out there today. But like I said, we're special teams. Our defense took care of business and gave us a short field. Our quarterback didn't have to do much. What can you say? Jack Campbell, man, was all over the place today. He had 11 tackles. 6 of them was solo tackles. Jack Campbell made Centurion, 7 tackles. Azzaloni got a sack. The guys out there, they made plays, man. Kirby Joseph and Nowatzki at the they got interceptions, man. So they came up. Trevor Nowatzki, man, shout out to him, man. He's been making plays at the right place at the right time, man. So Nowatzki, he's been out there showing his ass off. So I'm proud of him and the effort he's been doing. He putting his time and effort each and every time, man. So I'm happy for him. I'm definitely happy for him. So, like I said, Lions, they did what they're supposed to do. Like it gets a team, Tennessee. This 1-6. We're 6-1. Best record in the NFC. Wish we had the best record in football, but Kansas City, they're 7-0. So we definitely get to the score shortly. But Lions, man, like I said, this is game you took care of. Now let's talk about next game. Lions Packers. So as you know, Green Bay got to pull their video today against a terrible Jacksonville team. So Green Bay is just Jordan Love got hurt, but Malik Willis came in. He marched him getting to game-winning field goal. They marched him downfield. So Malik Willis, just because Jordan Love is out, doesn't mean Malik Willis. Remember, Malik Willis already played when Jordan Love got hurt. So Malik Willis shows he can play in this league. Another guy that was with Tennessee that Tennessee didn't get an opportunity like that. They turned and look what he's doing right now. Malik Willis he's playing good ball. He shows he's a good quarterback. He can play in this league. So Lions, like I said, this is a big divisional game because it's simple, baby. This is another one. The we already took care of his Minnesota, Green Bay. They looking for, they got, like I said, got talent over there, man. They got, you still got the Josh Jacobs, you still got Romeo Dobbs, and you got Jalen Reed, Michigan State. You got those guys, man, those weapons over there, man. So Green Bay, this is, like I said, this is another test right here. This is one or two road games we're going to, so we got tough opponents. This is the stretch that I would love to see for this Lions team. Like I said, Green Bay, I know we beat them in their place last year. They beat us in our place, so we definitely want to continue to keep that streak going and beating them in Lambeau again. So we've been beating them the last few years in Lambeau, so let's continue to get that tradition going. So it's going to be a very close game. It's going to be a very competitive game. Green Bay is not going to go out with a fight. This is a division game, black and blue division. So Green Bay is going to put up a fight. Whether Malik Willis is starting quarterback or whether Jordan Love comes back from his injury, it doesn't matter. The simple fact is, Green Bay are trying to fight to take the lead for this division as well. Same what happened with the Minnesota. They were trying to hold on to lead the division. Green Bay is going to try to be the one to say, we're going to tie this thing and we're going to sit up here. We're going to take the low. We're going to take this, take the lead in this division. As Lions, like you said, we've been putting up a lot of points against teams that we're supposed to beat. And we're going to continue to play smart, play good football, be disciplined. So, like I said, Green Bay, Green Bay's going to play. They're gonna try to play their potential. Like I said, the thing is too, we gotta get some pressure. We hope Brad Holmes make just some homework, make some calls. I'm saying, Brad Holmes, please, I beg you, because we need to get some pressure on these quarterbacks. Now we got another running quarterback. That's especially Malik Willis. Assuming he is going to start. We don't know the status of Jordan Love is at the moment, so that's going to come out. To find out what's the situation with this. So, but like I said, the Lions. I expect the Lions to win this game. I expect the Lions. It's going to be a close game. I expect our defense, to step it up, continue to step it up more. But like I said, there's a difference when playing against a team like Green Bay versus Tennessee. Okay, so Green Bay is they're gonna try to. They said they got a good, solid defense as well. So this is a game that it could go. Don't want to go either way, but it can. But the Lions had this is the opportunity the Lions to say we could go 2-0 in this division on the road. We already beat Minnesota. Let's go ahead and we could beat Green Bay in their building like we've been doing the last few years. So let's go ahead and take care. Let's put a stranglehold in put a stranglehold in our division. Let's show Green Bay, let's show Minnesota and Chicago, y'all not ready for us. That's plain and simple. You're not ready for us. So like you said, Lions, you know, we didn't overlook Tennessee. We took care of that. Let's go ahead and get into this game because after this, we got Houston coming up after that. So that's another game that, like you said, we have to take care of business on the road before we come back home. So um, I believe, yeah, if it gets Jacksonville. So otherwise, you know, let's go ahead, to take care of business against this Green Bay Packers team. You know, so it's gonna be a close game. I expect it to be a close game. Expect it to be a very competitive game. So, absolutely, man. So Lions Packers next this Sunday, 4:25. So it's gonna be a crazy game today. It's gonna be a crazy game next week. So definitely. So yeah, that's how I feel about this Lions Packers game. So Lions have the opportunity to go 2-0 in the division. So let's go ahead and get this taken care of. So as you see, let's go ahead and look at the NFL scores today. The Philadelphia Eagles pulled out a victory against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are really shout out to my Philly. Let's go Eagles, baby. Fly Eagles, fly. Let's do it, baby. The Cleveland Browns pulled the upset of the day. The Browns beat the Ravens 29-24. As you know, our Lions easy win against the Tennessee Titans. The Arizona Cardinals came all the way back. They win the spoils tools. Return. The Dolphins had a 10-0 lead early. That was a very close game going forward, and the Cardinals came back with the victory 28-27. Look now, the Cardinals, they still stay in their division. So no matter how people expect the Cardinals to be what it is in this juncture right now, they are. Another one, the Patriots and the Jets. The Patriots pulled a 3-point victory against the New York Jets. The Jets are falling apart big time. Yeah, it's 2-6. They're both 2-6, but it's not looking good for that New York Jets team. The team that's supposed to have expectations to be a playoff team, a Super Bowl contender, it does not look good for the Jets at all. Look like they ain't gonna even make the playoffs. The Falcons and the Buccaneers. This is a huge division game. The Buccaneers fall, even though they had their weapons. They fall to the Falcons 31-26. Kirk Cousins, Michigan State, 4 TD passes. Good shout out to my guy Kirk Cousins. Green Bay Packers pull out a game-winning field goal victory against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is pretty much a very back and forth game. So Jacksonville, with a heartbreaking loss, had an opportunity to win this game. It's not a good season for Jacksonville. Won't be surprised Doug Peterson will not be at Jacksonville Jaguars head coach going forward. So Houston Texans pulled out a victory against their division rivals Indianapolis Colts, 23-20. It was a very close game, very competitive game. The Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. Chargers had the Saints 6 straight losses. The Saints was 2-0 to start the season. Now they have lost 6 straight. The Chargers are 4-3 on the year so far. The Buffalo Bills go on the road in a hostile environment in Seattle and take care of Seattle, 31-10. Look at it now. The Denver Broncos. Who would expect the Denver Broncos to be 5-3? The Broncos are 5-3. They take care of business against the Carolina Panthers. 28-14. Kansas City Chiefs, once again, undefeated, 7-0. Take care of the business against the Raiders, 27-20. And the game, the the play of the year, the Commanders, what a Hail Mary miracle victory against the Chicago Bears. It makes me a lot more happy to see the Bears lose. It really, the heartbreaking loss. And you get a chance, you got to check out that on Instagram. I posted on Instagram or TikTok. Check out what the Chicago Bears defender was talking mess right at that last play, talking mess to the fans, and Carmen came and bite him in the ass because he's the same one that tipped it, and to Noah Brown caught that tip off there for the game winning Hail Mary touchdown, man. So the Bears, got what they got. I know they made that comeback and they took the lead with seconds left, but the game ain't over to the Fat Langston Senior. So the Commanders, Jaden Daniels, that man, he's rookie of the year. It's not even close. This man, it's not even close. Give him the reward right now. So get that man the reward. The Commanders with the 18-15 victory, and the San Francisco 49ers survived a close game, which they was up by 17 points early in the fourth quarter. The Cowgirls came back, and once again they lost again. $60 million quarterback threw 2 interceptions. Yes, he had touchdowns, but he threw 2 interceptions. So who cares? The 49ers pull out the victory, which I know they needed it big time. So due to injuries they've been dealing with. So 49ers win 30-24. And the Thursday game was the Rams pulled out the victory against the Vikings. Vikings with their second loss. And tomorrow's game is the Giants and the Steelers. Those are your NFL scores. Let's do this. Those are your NFL scores. So absolutely. Yeah. Yo, Ed, what up though, bro? What up though, man? Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Daniels is second best offensive player. Yeah. He's gonna win Rookie of the Year. It's not even close. If he stay healthy, man, it's not even close. It's not. It's not even close. So it's not. So we got to talk about it. NBA. We got to talk about the Pistons. So the Pistons, the NBA season started. The Pistons on a 3-game losing streak. They 0-3 right now, but it's not the end of the world. The only difference I would say this about this Pistons 3-game losing streak, it's the fourth quarter execution and the turnovers. Pistons, all 3 of the games had opportunities to win the game. Opportunities, especially the 2 at home. You play against the 2 at home against those 2 teams that met each other in the Eastern Conference Finals, Indiana Pacers and the Boston Celtics, which Boston Celtics was the defending champs. Pistons, had opportunities to win. They had the leads and just not able to sustain. I think the execution in the fourth quarter, not paying enough details in the fourth quarter down the stretch, lack of detailing. But I'm not going to fault them for that because, like I said, this is a young team. They're still learning how to try to win. So I'm not saying go to jump up. It's 3 games. You still got 79 more games to go. This is the beginning of the stretch in the season. Like I said, you playing against 3 playoff teams. Indiana, Cleveland, and Boston. 3 teams that was in the playoffs last year. So 3 teams that already had the advantage over us as far as the experience. So this Pistons team, they was there. They had leads. They played it. And let's say this too. Even this 3-game losing streak, it's not like this team's getting blown out. It's not like this team just didn't show up to play. This team has been showing up to play. They play hard. It's just the fourth quarter execution and not staying sustained leads. Just the guys, they miss the shots. They miss the shots at the end. They just couldn't. They just couldn't knock the shots they needed. So, um, Pistons, get the opportunity for them. Um, they just had to make some shots. They just don't turn the ball over. Just make some shots. Lead the other day, that Cade Cunningham against Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken, had 9 turnovers alone. He had as far as consistent stuff and points, that's fine, but 9 turnovers, just alone, it's not going to get it done. When you turn the ball over like that, yeah, it's not gonna work that long. So, well, yeah, you're not gonna win this league. Like, when you turn the ball over that many times, you're not gonna win it. You're not gonna win that many games in this league. So, but like I said, I'm not gonna, like I said, it's a 3-game lose streak. We don't want to start going on. We didn't want to start the season 0-3, but it's like I said, it's not the end of the world. I don't want to some of these. Oh man, this Pistons is gonna be the same like it was last year. Calm it down, relax. It's not what you think it is, okay? It still takes this time. It's like you say, we got the veterans out there. Like we got Tobias, we got the Beasleys, we got Tim Hardaway Juniors, we got the veterans that's gonna help this young team. So let's pump the brakes, okay? Like I said, it's still a long season to go. We get teams that had shaky starts and they turn it up. We get teams that get hot starts and they go back to reality. It's still a long season. We haven't even got out of October yet. So, but when I am very impressed about the person I'm very impressed the most, like I said, outside of Cade Cunningham, is Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey, he's been so much aggressive. He's been getting to the basket. He's been doing this. He's showing. You can see a different player out of him. You see how different of a player he is, man. He's hitting jump shots. When he does hit them, he's getting attacking the basket. He's getting to the free throw line more. He's been in a very attack mode. You see his defense is getting better. You've seen the difference of Jaden Ivey, man. I love to see the Jaden Ivey is, man. He's at times he's running the point where Kane is on the bench, or what at times that Kane's playing off the ball. I like what I'm seeing, man, with Jaden Ivey. You continue seeing the growth in this young man. So I'm happy. And another player I want to talk about to our standout rookie, Ron Holland II, man. This man, every time he steps on the floor, he's hungry. He's starving for that basketball. He's out there. He's playing defense. He's going at the loose balls. He's there at the right place at the right time. I love what Trajan Langdon saw of this young man by picking him in the 5th pick in the draft. And he's showing so far when he's out there, he's putting his heart out there. He's going out there and showing. So I'm happy for to see Ron Holland II just out there putting his body on the line. He's making plays. It may not always show up on the stat sheets all the time, but he's making plays. He's starting to get me going. So I'm happy. I'm happy for him, man. He's going to continue to get better and better each and every time, man. He's going to continue. So I'm happy to see this guy, man. Art, man, what's up, bro?
What's good, fam? You all right, man?
Oh yeah, man. I'm good, man. Just talking about this Pistons, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, there's 3 games, like you said, losing streak, to start the season, but like I said, I'm not too concerned. You know what I'm saying? And like I
Mm.
said, it's just a lot of season going, left. So far, man, what are your thoughts, man, with this Pistons team? What you seen so far?
I actually like what I've seen so far, man. Just like you said, young team. We do need to give this time to jail. Got these vets, got everybody else fitting in. You even got young guys that really probably wouldn't normally play under these circumstances. Holland. I like the tenacity. I've seen other young men. Clearly, he's young and rookie mistakes, whatnot. There's a lot to learn, but
Hmm.
his defense looks NBA ready. The decision making not so much, but he's 18 years old, so what do you expect?
Hmm.
So it is what it is. Like you said, Ivy. I love the offensive consistency. I like what the young man has really done with his jump shot. Fred Vincent's clearly rubbed off on him. He's clearly been putting work in. And what I'm really impressed about Ivy is, man, he's clearly putting work on his body, man. Ivy is clearly 10 to 12 pounds heavier than what he was last season. He's
Hmm.
definitely filled out, man. Like, I thought, for the way he played last year, he's a little small. He had to put on some muscle, and he clearly put it on the right way. Great trainer. Obviously, the young man's been working with somebody who really knows what they're doing in terms of strength and conditioning. So I'm impressed by that. And as you said, brother, let's not hit the panic button. 3 games
Hmm.
in, when we saw the schedule drop, we knew the Pistons were likely going to be 0-3. And then looking at how they perform, man, they realistically could be 3-0 or 2-1. The Cade struggled with turnovers a little bit. I think with that, a lot of that has to do with the fact that sometimes I think the young man at the Cleveland game was a bit too unselfish. I'm like, no, Cade, you want a heater? Kid, go for 50. Kid, go for 50. You know what I'm saying? Your team is in foul trouble. Nah, keep the ball. If we lose off your back, we'll take that.
Hmm.
You don't have to force passes to guys just to get them involved. Sometimes, as that guy, you have to be selfish.
Hmm.
It is what it is, especially when Ivy was on the bench with foul trouble, Duran was on the bench with foul trouble. Hey, those are your running buddies. You're the guy. I understand what he's trying to do, but young fella, keep that ball and go for 50, man. And if we lose on your back, we'll take that. And if we win, we'll take that. So it is what it is. But outside of that, Cade has looked like the young brother's averaging 27, 5, and 8 on 51% from the field, man. This is what
Absolutely.
I'm talking about. Ji is it looks great offensively. My only concern with Ji, defensively, he still struggles a lot. Um, and that goes back to the conversation we had earlier, like months ago with Ji, man. Like sometimes a player just is what he is. Unfortunately, I think he's a scorer, and I think the guy will get better. But I don't know if he'll ever be really a ball stop defender, man. I don't know if he'll be that. To me, Ji hasn't looked any different defensively. His offense, however, has looked great. It's consistent, and I think Ji has finally just learned how to play his game. And clearly, offensively, that duo fits together.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't totally definitely agree, man. So, like I said, the Pistons team is gonna be all right, man.
Yeah, they'll be fine, man.
They'll be fine. Like I said, when come to fourth quarters, like I said, the Pistons had the leads. Uh, you know,
Mm-hmm.
at least the two out of the three games. The
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland one is pretty much it's like they got it close, but Cleveland was just
Too
they
strong,
turned
man.
it up. They turned it up the
Mm-hmm.
most. So uh, when you have the lead going in the fourth quarter and you in the fourth quarter, you got to make sure you can sustain sustain that lead because
I
teams
agree.
like Indiana, teams like Boston, especially Boston, the team that's the defending champs, you can't you can't have no errors. Your margin of error is
I
very,
agree.
very, very slim. So
Yep.
when you look at Pistons had that lead against Boston,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden Drew Holiday make huge threes,
Mm-hmm.
then Jason Tatum, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just like those are the things. It's like as far as the execution, the turnover,
Mm-hmm.
those the things has to be cleaned up.
Yes.
It has to be
Yes.
cleaned up. You know, like you said, guys like Tobias missing shots. Guys like you know
Mm-hmm.
Tim Hardaway
THJ.
Jr. Yeah, yeah,
Bricks. Like,
Nick
I agree with you,
missing
brother.
missing
I,
shots.
I'm I'm more impressed with the young guys than I am the vets, to be very honest with you, man. Like, I'll be real, dog. I was never a massive, and let me preface this. I didn't fault Trajan for signing Tobias Harris. We needed a vet, period.
Hmm.
You know, at the end of the day, Tobias is a vet with a whole girth of playoff experience, man. So he understands what it's like to get over the hump from a bad team to a contending team. That is true. However, I've never been a massive Tobias Harris fan, man. Like you can go on YouTube, man. This entire documentary is of Tobias Harris just being a bag chaser. Just as soon as he got paid, it's like the guy stopped trying and got progressively worse and worse and worse every year. Like ask the fans in Philly, they hated that guy. And so I'm seeing a lot of what I saw in Philly, man. Like Tobias does not hustle, he does not play defense. And to be very honest with you, if brother is not scoring, he's kind of useless out there, man. I mean, he had one game when he had 11 rebounds, but outside of that, I don't think that's going to be something we can count on him for. And I know Nomis hit on this, man. And shout out to Noam J. This is going to be the third consecutive year that Duran is basically left on an island in terms of rebounding. He doesn't really have a reliable partner at that 4 spot to get, help him on the boards. Mm-hmm. And so we got to help that young guy out there too. There's only so much he can do by himself. We got to get somebody who can seriously board the ball. And with Tobias, I wouldn't call it a concern because we know what we're getting with Tobias. But as I said, I'm more impressed with the young dudes, man. The vet I do love is Beasley. So far, he's bringing it, man. He's not a great defender, but he definitely tries on that end. He definitely hustles and puts his all in there, man. And hey, look, I think part of that is he's playing for a contract, and that's good. I like that too, because it goes and it also sets a tone for the young dudes that if you want to get paid in this league, man, you got to actually go out there and work for that check. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in and be lazy. So I don't mind that. But THJ and Tobias, man, those guys have been in the league and combined 25 years, man. They need to do better than what I've seen, a lot better. I was telling Noam the other day that personally, I think we need to really call Minnesota for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I would, bro, if we get Nickeil Alexander-Walker, man, I guarantee you a slug and spurt and wins. I guarantee. Absolutely. Right now, I think our biggest problem, perimeter defense. Duran has actually been very good on the interior. Just look at his plus minus stats. Look at his advanced stats on the interior defense. He's actually been very good. And even if you saw the game last night, even the Celtics announcers were saying how much he was disrupting Celtics offense on the interior. He still struggles, guarding stretch bigs, but realistically, you have to scheme for that specifically, man. It's very hard to guard a stretch big at the pro level anyways. So I'm not worried about that. That'll come. But defensively on the interior, Duran has looked good against some great bigs. Al Horford, he really shut down Evan Mobley, man. Yeah, and he was in foul trouble. He shut Evan Mobley and Jared Allen down. Yeah, and so and defensively, so I like the growth I've seen there. But THJ, Tobias, man, I think we need to make a deal for Nickeil Alexander-Walker because the biggest issue I'm seeing is the only starting perimeter player that's making an impact defensively is Cade. That's it. Cade had 4 blocks, 2 clutch blocks last night, man. Yeah. And he shut down Drew Holiday defensively, bro. Like Cade's defenses look great this season as well. Yeah. But we need another guy that can reliably stop another guy and still shoot. And that's where we lose in the fourth quarter, man, because we talk about execution. Well, the problem is if you're Bernie Bicker or JB Bickerstaff, rather, when he makes his substitutions, he has to choose to either go all offense or all defense. There's no in between because he doesn't have a guy right now, even when Asar gets back. And I firmly believe if Asar was healthy, we might be undefeated. But even when Asar gets back, we don't have a guy right now, except for our starting point guard, that can get a stop and shoot a 3. Yeah. And that's the problem. And this Fontecchio can't guard. Beasley tries, he really does, but at the end of the day, he's too small, man. We need 2-3. We need a guy 6'5", 6'6" with long arms that can really, dig in, hunker down, stop somebody. THJ, not a defender, he never has been. Ivy, once again, young man, I love his offensive improvement, what he's done when he's working on his body this offseason, but not a great defender. So we really need a guy that can be out there with Cade and Ivy and lock down a man and still be able to stretch the floor. And I think Nickeil will give us that.
Yeah, absolutely. You spot on 100% on that. I think that, I think THJ should be coming out the bench.
Yeah,
He should not be
realistically, yeah.
starting. He should not be starting. Like I said, if anything, I need Dern to help out on the block. You know, I mean, if you're gonna go with Stu, go with Stu. That's playing the 4. Or
I can't play Stu at the 4 though. I don't like Stu at the 4. I like Stu as a backup 5, bro. Like, I feel you. I agree, but like that's why I think. Don't get me wrong. I like our team. I really actually do. But I think Trajan kind of maybe within the first month of the season might need to pull the trigger on a deal. You know what I'm saying? To because we don't have to be completely garbage this year. You know what I'm saying? If we make a little move here and there, this does not have to be a throwaway season.
Oh, bring in Paul Reed. Paul
looked good. Those minutes he played against Cleveland.
Yeah. We need Paul Reed should be playing a little bit more. I mean, if you're gonna I just say and you want to get Patacchio on the starting lineup, and you want to bring Paul Reed off the bench for Duran, I'm fine with that. You got to do something. You know, JB, you got to do something. You know, you can't go with this. You know, continue to go with the small lineup like that. You know, especially we got going against bigs. You know, in this league, so it's not going to get no better. Like I said, tomorrow they at Miami. You know how Miami is. They heat culture. Miami may look at times. They don't look like oh shit, they is a playing team or shit is they a playoff team or is they just. But you can't never count on Miami. We know how it is. They heat culture.
Yeah, but they normally play well.
Yeah,
they normally play well against us. So
yeah, and if the Pistons had the opportunity to beat Miami in their building tomorrow, this is it. I think they got the opportunity they could beat them. Miami,
yeah, I think so too.
Miami is they a Jekyll Hyde. When you expect Miami to do something in the regular season, they like, okay, what the hell?
Yeah,
but
Rozier can't guard Cade.
Nope.
Rozier can't guard Cade, and then Hero certainly cannot guard Jaden Ivey. And J.I., I'm highlighting J.I. in that matchup. And if I'm JB, I'm telling him go right at Tyler, attack him.
Get him in foul trouble.
Get him in foul trouble because he can't guard you. Period.
And Jalen Duren, now you know interior wise, he can hang with a Bam at a body.
Yeah, he can hang with Bam.
But if Bam start getting they're stretching out on the perimeter, and Bam, that's gonna be a problem. Because Bam can shoot the mid range.
Now, well, from the midi, like 17 feet in, Duren's defense has been great this season, man. Like if he's not bothering shots on the interior, he's getting deflections and steals on the perimeter at all 3 games. Even in the preseason, he looked like he's more engaged. He's locked in, and I'm a guy who's on Jalen Duren's head, man. You know what I'm saying? In terms of young fella, you have look at your athletic profile, man. You're too much of a physical specimen to be unimpactful defensively. I was on Jalen Duren's head, but this season, man, what I've seen from that interior defense, hey, this JB, he can coach in terms of his development, like we were talking about a few months ago, man. JB is a program builder. That's why I'm glad he got hired. He's not just a good coach; he's a program builder, man. He has a clear-cut history of development. We could actually name players who have found their niche in the NBA and gotten better under JB. Is he the most gifted offensive mind? No, and it doesn't have to be that. But in terms of getting guys to the pinnacle of their potential, we saw that.
Yep, absolutely.
We saw that, and it's rubbing off on Jalen, man. Let's not forget Jalen Duren had a 23-14 game against Bam Adebayo last season. And so he's been a load historically for Bam. Bam's had a hard time guarding Jalen Duren.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup with the 2 guys. Because like I said, Bam is a guy he likes to attack. He also and he likes to shoot the mid-range jump shots. And Bam, when Bam gets it going, Bam gets it going. So
yeah, he does. He does. Bro.
You know, so now the key is Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler be the Jimmy Butler. It's going to be a problem.
It's going to be tough, yeah.
It's going to be tough. You don't want Jimmy Butler. Another guy, he's been streaky, man. Well, I would say this with Jimmy Butler. He's a hell of a player. But it
Yeah.
just feels like sometimes with him, it's just like, you know, is he gonna
DC.
show up to play or is he not? I think. Oh yeah, we got you, Art. We got you now.
All right, everybody. I think our boy DC is having a little bit of technical problems. All right, he back. He back.
Yeah, we back, back. We back. But yeah, Jimmy Butler, man. Jimmy Butler is like one of those. If I'm gonna show up to play,
hmm
or if I'm going, or I'm not gonna
Coach,
show up to
take the
play.
night off. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how Jimmy is. Yeah, that's how Jimmy is. So, but Pistons had, like I said, had opportunity, man. They got the opportunity,
hmm
to get their first victory against the Miami Heat. Like I said, the schedule is not easy at all to
No.
start off the season. It is not
Mm-mm.
easy because you know, that's one thing for sure that my this schedule is not gonna get no. Like I said, you got at Miami, you got you at Philly.
hmm
What I'm saying, and then
I
you
think they can
got
beat
the
Philly. No
yeah
Embiid. I think they can beat Philly.
yeah, and no Paul George either.
Nope.
No Paul
Nope.
George.
And if I can speak to that, DC, I'm glad the NBA is doing an investigation on that Embiid situation because that's ridiculous, man. Like that, but it's hard to so because I'm pro players, man. It's good. It's good to see, especially in the league where our people are mostly, the brand itself, them getting a piece of the pie like they should.
Mm-hmm.
But to be very honest with you, man, and let's just keep it a stack. Ever since these players got all this power, that's when the product start going down. When
Mm-hmm.
teams, players don't really want to play, guys not showing up. It's just kind of ridiculous, man. And then
Yeah.
the problem is like you see people that advocate for these things. You know what I'm saying? You want to see black players get the benefits, et cetera, because we're pretty much the face of the league. All right, here's the issue with that: when players don't play, what's the demographic that's often struggling just to get to the games? Often
Mm-hmm.
struggling just to afford tickets. You know what I'm saying? Black families. So it's when you get, somebody, single parent household, man, she get enough maybe some overtime to get her son to the Pistons game and Kane not playing. You know what I'm saying? She get enough to scrape up and get her mom, to get her son to see Embiid play in Philly. Embiid just don't want to play. He not playing. I'm glad the NBA is actually doing something about this, man, because it needs to stop. To be very real with you, dog, next CBA, I think the owners really kind of need to do something about this because it's
Yeah.
too much of these dudes just not playing, bro. Y'all getting this money. I can't advocate for you. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. You're right. Unfortunately, I'm a real big Kawhi fan,
I
Kawhi
am too.
fan, but
I
it's
can't
getting
respect it.
yeah, it is getting ridiculous. Some of the like superstar players, you
hmm
know, don't they just don't play. You know what I'm saying? Like
hmm
you said, you get families that never been to basketball games or never
Exactly.
never get the opportunity, to see their favorite players,
hmm
and they don't see them because they don't play. Like
Exactly. And bro,
it's
we're a
just
working class city. You know what I'm saying, bro? We're everything about, say about the D, everything about the state, man, is hard work. You know what I mean? So, even though our team is not very good, I give it to these guys that they play. If they're healthy, they
mhm.
play. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? It is what it is. And I like Cade, the fact that Cade is very involved in the community, man. So I do really appreciate the character of the young men that we have on this team. And it's going to be exciting to see them blossom. But these like Kawhi or whatnot, like I know there's a story. His trainer just came forward and said something about how they mishandled him, but I don't know if I believe that, bro. Because my thing is this: allegedly had cartilage damage in his knees, right? So
hmm
okay, do you need microfracture knee surgery to regrow the cartilage? Okay, do you need to be out for the season? It's always it's either it's this or it's that. All
hmm
this in between vague mess, man, that's not sufficient. It's either it's this or it's that. Kawhi playing games, man. Kawhi playing games. I can't because like, bro, what's the diagnosis? Knee inflammation? Like,
yeah,
stop, man, stop.
yeah. It's been tough, like I said. Not seeing them out there, what I'm saying, and
Mhm.
like I said, it's hard with what I'm saying with the Clippers, what I'm saying, like with that situation because, like I said, the Clippers are You know,
Mm.
like they counted on him, but they
Yeah.
also want to be. And I understand they being smart with the situation. You know, what I'm
Mm.
saying not try to rush Kawhi, but at the same time, it's like Kawhi, I need you out there at some point.
Yeah.
When are you gonna play?
And they paid him too, so he can't complain. Like to say they're not loyal. They paid you, bro. Like,
Yeah,
so what is it gonna be?
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, let's take a look at this NBA scores right quick
Hmm.
today. The Sixers pull out the victory against the Pacers.
Hmm.
Uh, the Brooklyn Nets get their
Beat the
first win
Bucks.
against the
You,
Bucks.
hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Trailblazers get their first win against the Pelicans. The Thunder are
Mm-hmm.
3-0. The Atlanta Hawks team. Man,
Mm-hmm.
that Thunder boy. Whew.
Mm.
Mm, mm, mm.
Mm. That's a heck of a team. It's
Man,
a heck of a young team.
the Clippers came out with the victory. Went 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's
Beat Golden.
the
Yeah, beat Golden
that's
State.
the Warriors' first loss in a while, actually.
Yep. Golden State get their first loss of the season, man. So those are
Hmm.
scores for the Sunday.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about the Nets and Bucks game, to be honest with you, man, because I really don't believe in Doc Rivers as a coach.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
it'll be a short time before Giannis want him out of there too. And the thing is, I think
Mhm.
Giannis might. I think Giannis, man. I'm gonna throw a hot take out there because I ain't afraid to be wrong. I think Giannis might be out of there by the deadline.
I think so. I don't think so. I think he's still gonna be there. I
I
think
think
he's still
Giannis
gonna be
might.
there.
I'm gonna put it out there because you can clip it and y'all can laugh at me at the deadline. I think Giannis gonna be out of there, bro. I think he throwing little hints, talking about. I know he put one out there about 2 weeks ago talking about he thinks he's gonna get traded if they don't contend for a championship this year. That to me that's cold for if we don't win this year, I'm asking out. And I think Milwaukee's actually going to be a middle of the Eastern Conference team, man. For real.
That could, that
I think
could.
we talk about 4 or 5 spot. I don't think we even talk about 1, 2, or 3 spot. I think we talk about 4 or 5 spot. I don't believe in Doc Rivers as a coach at all.
Nah, he's not gonna. He's not gonna. Milwaukee be a playoff team, but as far as they go, they're not gonna go
Hmm.
far. They're
Hmm.
not gonna go far. So, Art, man,
What up, though?
gotta talk about this game, man. That just happened last night as well, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
MSU, my team,
Yep.
loses.
Little bro.
It was a very competitive. It was a very close game. Let's say the way you
Really?
say Michigan State had a 7-0 lead, and
Hmm.
it was pretty. It was like okay, it was looking pretty good for Michigan State in that first quarter and quarter and a half, I should say.
Hmm.
And Michigan could not move the ball.
Hmm.
Then all of a sudden that 2-minute drill. Davis Warren, he threw. I don't know how Michigan State left Colston Loveland wide open for that touchdown, even though
He's the
they
best
gave him.
receiver in college football, so.
Yeah, you left him wide open. I mean, it was blown coverage and blown assignment. It was like, okay, what are y'all doing? How y'all leave him open? Yeah, but
That's
Michigan.
little bro stay doing little bro things.
Yeah, six. Then they made it 7, and then Aiden Childs. Now that fumble, you got to throw that ball away. You got to know the
Yep.
clock in your head. You got to just throw that ball away.
Mhm.
You fumble that ball. Michigan got the ball. They kicked the field goal, made it 9-7, going into
Mhm.
halftime. And when Michigan, and I said to myself, Michigan got the ball in the second half, and then I said if they scored a touchdown. I said that was the turning point of the game. That
Yeah,
fumble
it
was
was.
that turning point of the game because it
It
gave
was.
Michigan more momentum. Now Michigan State did, you know, cut because at one point Michigan was up by 14, it was 24-10, and
Mhm.
Michigan State, cut the lead in half. Michigan State had, like you said, they had opportunities, you know, and they just could not convert. Aiden Childs, like I said, he played well. He played well. You know, a
Yep.
lot of people say Davis Warren outplayed Aiden Childs. I think Davis Warren, I mean, you can. I don't think he outplayed Childs. I think he made the right plays when he needed to make the right. He made the right plays when he needed
I
to.
agree with you. I agree.
Yeah, he made the right throws when he needed to make. It was the timely throws. Aiden
Mm-hmm.
Childs actually, I mean, you look at the stats. Aiden Childs did throw for 189 yards. He did throw a touchdown. He didn't throw an interception. That's he didn't do. Yeah, he got that fumble. But Davis Warren, he got through 2 touchdown passes. I mean, he only threw for 113, 14 yards. But
Mm-hmm.
it's the timing of those
Mm-hmm.
passes. And, you know, you got Michigan, even though their play calling was terrible, so they both, be honest, Michigan State offensive play calling was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But Michigan just found a way to use Alex Orji. He ran the ball what he had to.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't run for a lot of big yards, but the timing of those runs, the plays, Michigan just made the plays that Michigan State couldn't. And like you said, I had to, say on up to it. And I'm gonna do something that I never did before.
What's that?
I'm gonna do something I never did before.
Brother, I never thought I would see the day. Bro, I never thought I would see the day.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Stop.
I literally, I said it to my coworkers. I said it to all the Michigan fans that's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I told them, I said, I will honor my bet. I said, if Michigan wins against Michigan State, I will wear a Michigan shirt. I went to bought me one.
Man of your word. Integrity, dog. DC has integrity.
I listen. Y'all won the Paul Bunyan Trophy.
Yes, sir.
Should have came back to East Lansing.
Okay.
I'm a man of my word. I honor my bet.
I do what he had to do.
So, yeah. So, absolutely.
I respect it.
I didn't want to do it, but I had to honor my bet. So, to all you Michigan fans, I honor my bet. You seen what I'm wearing. Yes, I'm wearing Michigan. I don't like wearing it. I'm green and white for life. But I lost a bet. I had to own up to it. So
yeah, we respect that.
Yeah. So it was tough. I didn't want to do it, but it was tough.
We respect that.
So next game for Michigan and Michigan State. So Michigan State plays Indiana at home, and U of M plays the number 1 team in the country, Oregon. Both of these teams got 2 tough opponents. Indiana, obviously, they're undefeated. They're 8-0, and also Oregon is undefeated. So it's going to be tough for both of these programs.
It
obviously,
is very.
Oregon's coming to town with knowing that they're going to put this in. They want to wrap this up early. They want to wrap this up against Michigan early. I think that knows that Oregon, they prepare for Michigan to be a dog. They want. I think Michigan wants this to be. For Michigan to keep it close, they have to run the ball effectively. They have to run the ball effectively. They got to keep Oregon's defense on the field. They gotta keep them on the field, because if you don't, if Oregon, they can come out and score. I'm not gonna say they're a big offensive juggernaut, because they're not, but they can score. So, and you turn the ball over against the Oregon team, it's a recipe for disaster. It's almost like when Texas came in town. So Michigan. So And then with Michigan State, you had the team against Indiana. And a lot of people say Indiana hasn't played anybody. Okay, can't help who they have on their schedule. With
That's
Indiana, it's 8-0. They're 8-0. So
period.
they're gonna do their thing. So, what are your thoughts for this Michigan and Oregon game and Michigan State and Indiana?
As you said, brother, two tough games for both teams. It's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out. I think Michigan may have a chance if Will Johnson is healthy. If Will Johnson's healthy, we have a shot. And as I said, I think Michigan State has a shot as well. If they come in, man, looking to get the W, I think you guys can. That does have to be said. That we have to look at that 8-0 and examine who have they played during that time. It's kind of the same thing we said about the Vikings, man, a couple weeks ago. What did I say? I don't believe in Minnesota. I believe Minnesota is front running. And what happened? They played us, got beat up, and then sat up there and lost another game consecutively. And I think they'll lose a third. I didn't believe in them. They looked like the 2014 Cowboys to me. Out there, 5-0, 6-0, front running, haven't played anybody. And as soon as you guys get the competent teams, and teams that actually have a shot in the postseason, can't do anything. So we'll see if Michigan State comes in with that mentality against Indiana. I think if they do, you guys have a shot to get that upset. Same thing with Michigan. I think if Will Johnson is healthy, Sharon has these guys ready to play. I don't put any team on the pedestal, man. The Texas game, just because Team A beat Team B doesn't mean automatically Team C is going to beat Team B. That doesn't work like that. They come in with that mentality of they're not the underdog. They can beat those guys. They're the defending national champion, regardless. What's going on this season? Yeah, we'll see if we can get the W. And as you said, brother, if we let Oregon get out there and play their game, we're going to get ran off the field. Same thing in Michigan State. Let's Indiana get out there and play their game, we're going to get ran off the field. So, big step-up game. I think it's a good game for Aiden Childs to really kind of assert himself as a leader. I'll talk about State first. I think this is a great game for Michigan, for Aiden Childs to really assert himself as a leader. Being able to come in, because, at the end of the day, you're the head of the snake, young fella. You're the quarterback. And you're the ones got to lead these guys into war. So it'll be interesting to see how Aiden Childs comes out, see if he can lead them in there. Come in, establish the offense. I will say this: I think if you guys can get rolling offensively, man, get into a good rhythm, I think you guys can beat Indiana. But it's going to be up for Aiden, see what kind of poise he has. For us, it's got to be done on the defensive side, man. Regardless of what we saw last night, you already know I'm Michigan blue through and through, period, point blank simple. I stand by what I said. Aiden Childs is more talented than Davis Warren. Davis Warren is a bum. Let's not get it twisted. And Michigan fans, if you're seeing this, I don't want to hear that bull crap. Oh, you ain't really Michigan, man. Go on somewhere, dog. I ain't trying to hear that crap. I'm everything but a homer. Everybody who knows me on this podcast knows I'm not a homer. I'm not going to chat breeze or blow smoke up anybody's behind, man. I don't believe in Davis Warren. The guy is a scrub. And Aiden Childs is not the best, but he's better than what we have. Period. He's better than what we have.
He's not the best, but you've seen the potential of him. You've seen his growth. He's only 19 years old, man. He's going to get better. He's going to get better.
And that was my point, man. And that was my point. Like, I can deal with lack of performance because of the youth. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with inconsistency because of the youth. At the end of the day, how much do you expect out of a teenager on a consistent basis? Only the top level cream of the crop, come in ready to play like that. And, let's be real. Look about something, man. Look at a quarterback like Joe Burrow. It took Joe Burrow until his junior year to really pop off, man. In college, we forget sometimes these are grown men as well, especially college football. College basketball will sometimes dilute people's perception of how old these guys really are. But college football, is a more realistic version. Some of these dudes are 22, 23, 24 years old. We got a quarterback in our roster right now that's 25, going on 26 on Michigan, man, and it's a complete bum. You know what I mean? So, hey, these guys, these are grown men, man. So when Aiden gets out here at 19, I can deal with inconsistency, knowing that once he gets another year of experience under his belt, he'll probably look a lot better. But for guys who are fifth-year seniors like Davis Warren, bro, I'm not trying to hear that. That Davis Warren is a certified scrub. Bumbus Warren is terrible. The only our saving grace was we have better offensive complements to Davis Warren that Aiden Childs has at Michigan State. We have
Yep.
the best tight end in the NCAA. Period. Colton Loveland is the best. Colton Loveland is a top 5 or 10 pick, depending
Oh
on
yeah.
how the draft order follows. Period.
Oh yeah.
Period. And then on the defense side of the ball, once again, we look at this, man. We got Mason Graham. We still got a couple first rounders on this Michigan team. State really doesn't have that. So, with Childs, man, not having those kind of weapons, if you put Childs on Michigan, with the receivers we have compared to Michigan State, Childs would have had 250, 300 yards receiving or passing rather. No, he's a lot better than what we got, man. So, yeah, man, I just think if both teams could just assert themselves, play their style of football. Don't go in really worrying about what the other teams are going to do. Just get out there, play Michigan State football. Get out there, play Michigan football. I think we'll be in good shape, man. But if we let the other teams, impose their will and dictate, we're going to get blown out. And to be really honest with you, I don't think there's an in between with that. I think it's either we grind out wins or we get right off the field. So we'll see what the young guys think about that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Everything that you saying, man. So, like I said, this is a big game for, like I said, really more a big game for Michigan State because this is an opportunity for you to get a win at home against a team that's been undefeated. Yes, and only thing I kind of push back on the analogy you kind of put the Minnesota Vikings in a little bit. I say the Minnesota Vikings at least. They did, even though they went undefeated before they played us, they did beat two good quality teams. They did beat Houston, which is a good quality team. They're 6-2. They did.
They're solid.
They did beat Green Bay, their division. Even though Green Bay didn't make a comeback, but they did beat them. So
both of those teams are hurt, though. That's my thing with them. Both of those teams were hurt. Now they're healthy.
Yeah. So
with Minnesota.
They did, even though CJ Stroud, he did play.
Yes, true.
But I just think that Indiana, who's
true.
Like I said, they got a hell of a team. But
they're a nice team this year.
In the autumn, they're going bowl eligible. They're trying to contend for that. They want to play in the Big Ten championship game.
And that's a good win for y'all if y'all can get that, bro. That's when it comes time, for the committee to choose bowls and all this other stuff. If you guys can finish out, above 500, 2-3 games above 500, you guys got that Indiana win. That'll get you in there. That'll get you to a bowl.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So like I said, then the Michigan with the Oregon, like I said, this is another tough part of their schedule. Because like I said, Michigan to play Indiana as well. They got to go to Indiana.
Yeah, they do.
They got to go to Indiana.
They do.
Like I said, this is a tough part because you got Oregon, you got Indiana. That school down there in Columbus. You got it tough. So
what do you think about Ohio State this year, bro?
Overrated.
I agree.
Overrated. Them
I agree.
State. Them at Penn State.
Yeah, I agree, brother. I agree with you. I think both of our schools can get them. Yeah, I think both of our schools can get them. I do.
I think Michigan and Michigan State don't play Penn State this year. No,
but I think State can. I think Michigan and Michigan State, if we come in and play our games, they can get Ohio State, man.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah. Well, Michigan State already played them against Ohio State.
I know. Didn't go well, but I thought it was more like you guys let Ohio State get out and dictate early, man. They're a momentum-based team, man. They're a momentum-based team.
And they should have lost to Nebraska.
That's why I say I think y'all could have won that game. I just think that came down to mentality. It's just like I think, you could tell when a team comes in and thinks of these guys too high. At the end of the day, these are guys. You're a Division I college football player, just like them boys in the red outfits, man. So, I just think they were defeated before they got on the field. They didn't come with a smash mouth mentality. And I think the state came in ready to play. I
Mm-hmm.
think Ohio State can be got by almost any confident team right now, man. I don't
Mm-hmm.
I don't one thing is for me, I don't really believe in Ryan Day. I think Ryan Day's on the hot seat. The cat's out of the bag on Ryan Day. He's not Urban Meyer at all. The guy. To be very real with you, man, I don't really think he's got great of a recruiter. He's got a great college staff for recruiting players, but he himself is not a great recruiter. His systems are mundane. I think when you got Ohio State is a clear cut example of, man, when you have systems that are kind of dated getting carried by top tier talent. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of him as a coach, I don't believe in Ryan Day. I don't. I think the cat's been out of the bag on that. The guy's got the number two recruiting class in the nation, and it shows in terms of the talent. But when he gets into a dogfight, time and time again, the last few years, he showed he can't make adjustments.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even think that, like I said, Ohio State and Penn State, both of those teams, overrated teams. I know they play each other Saturday. I think it's more of a bigger game for Penn State because they know they have been not beating Ohio State. And it's been been a while because Penn State, they want to make a statement. They wanted to make a statement to win that game. I think
Who do you have winning?
I want Penn State to win.
Of course. I can't stand that team down south, brother. I can't stand that team.
I want Penn State to win that game. But I just have a feeling some way that team in Columbus gonna sneak a win out.
Yeah, I can't stand that team in Columbus.
Because I'm telling you, if they lose Saturday, that's already 2 conference losses. Because they already lost to Oregon. And now if they lose to Penn State, that's two conference losses. And they ain't compete, and that's really going to put Ryan Day in the hotter seat now because they're like, oh, you ain't even compete for the Big Ten you ain't gonna possibly not compete for the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, I put it to you like this. Piggybacking off what you're saying, brother, I agree 100%. I think if Ryan Day does not win a Big Ten title this year, he's gone.
Mm-hmm. And especially they don't beat Michigan.
Yep. Hey, look, if they don't beat Michigan, man, Ryan Day might not make it to the end of the season. I'm saying,
he wasn't even making it out the stadium.
I feel you. They might have, man.
He probably won't even make it out the stadium.
I agree. Ryan Day, brother, and you know what's bad about that? Like if Ryan Day doesn't, because let's be real, Ryan Day hasn't gotten any of the rivalry games done. None. And so if he doesn't do that, I'll be real. I would hate to be in his position, and not to overhype the situation in any capacity, but I would hate to be a Ryan Day situation, man, because if Ryan Day doesn't get it done this year, this might be a big threat to his coaching career in general, man. It's going to be hard for Ryan Day to get a job as a coordinator. For real.
Oh,
it's going to be
something in the coordinator. He'll get something in the coordinator.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, no, he won't get a head coaching job. But I think it might even affect his ability to get a job as a coordinator, man. Like this, because this will be historic failure for Ryan Day to get nothing done against the rivals. Nothing done.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's see. Well, that's gonna be a big game for them. So
yeah, it is.
It's gonna be a game for them. I'm hoping Penn State pulled off this victory. So yeah. So final thoughts, man. It's been another great show today, man. So
yeah, appreciate it.
Ark always coming through in the building, man. Ark, man, you got any final thoughts, man, about the Lions, Pistons, Michigan State? Final thoughts?
Yeah, very simple with the Lions, man. Stepped on that neck. The best team in the NFL right now. Period. No arguments about it. I understand we got that, the Kansas City Chiefs over there, but I think the Lions are a step better. I think I like us better defensively right now, and I think we're the most complete team in the NFL. And people can say what they want to say about it. They can call it bias, and that's fine. I'll take that. But I definitely think we're the best team in the NFL, definitely the most complete. The Pistons, for any of the fans listening, just be patient with them. Let these young guys continue to get better and develop. We definitely do need the veterans to step up because I actually do like what the young players are bringing to the table. But at Tobias, man, we gave you 25 million over. Every 2 years, you got 50 million in the bag, brother. You got to act like you got that contract. Got to step up. So, but overall, I think we'll be just fine. I think especially once we gel, once we get a little bit healthier, once we get a SAR back, man, you're gonna really start seeing what this team can be. So let's not hit the panic button. We're definitely more competent than what we were last year.
Oh
Definitely,
yeah.
without a doubt. Like these are games where last year was so bad to the point to where we were not even in most of those games. We had bouts of competitiveness, but not sustainable. But this year, man, realistically, we could have been 3-0 just as well as we could have been 0-3, just as well as we are 0-3 rather. So definitely, I think just be patient with this team, and it'll come together. Let Trajan do his thing. Trajan seems like a smart guy. Seems like a very self-aware guy, and I'm also a guy who believes Trajan won't let something spiral too far out of control without doing something about it. If he just needs to make a move, so. I think we're in good hands with the Pistons, man, and let's just be patient and see how that goes. Michigan State, yeah, Big Brother won, of course. Glad we have a stud in Colston Loveland. We don't really have a real number one running back. We have a linebacker playing running back, but we'll take it. You know what I'm saying? We got it out of win. We got it out of win, man, and I'm just glad and proud of the boys. And I just want to say this, man. I still believe in Sharon Moore as a coach. I don't even know why people are doubting this. I think Michigan fans, we have to stop being so fickle. I don't get into that crap. The guy is a year one coach. He came in, he won his rivalry game. He did. If you look on ESPN, he's the first year coach to win this rivalry game at Michigan. Every other first year coach, their first year of hire, has lost this game.
Mhm.
Hey, it is what it is. He's taking care of business. Give him a minute to get all his guys in here, recruit, and rebuild this program. Man, we lost most of our starters, whatnot. Hey, and people talk about why didn't he get a quarterback out of the portal? It's not always that simple, man. You get he wants to come here. It's not like we get to choose or force a guy to come here and play. These are the guys that want to come and play. And it's just that simple. Jaden Davis, part of his recruiting was that he would get the red shirt, so he's not going to play this year.
Mhm.
I definitely still believe in Sharon, man, and we'll see how the season goes. Michigan State, man, I like the young player Charles. Same thing, Michigan State fans, be patient with that kid. The kid's got big time talent, but let's be patient. Let him develop. Let him develop, and with our upcoming games. As we just said, if you guys get in there, you play your game. If we get in there, we play our game. We have a chance to win. So that wraps up any thoughts I have, man. What do you think, brother?
Final thoughts on say Lions, like I said, they did what they're supposed to do. Take care of business against an inferior team like Tennessee Titans.
Yes,
Glad they
sir.
did that. Take care of business. Now
Mm-hmm.
you got a big game against the Green Bay Packers. I know even Jordan
Mm-hmm.
Love, yeah, whether he plays, he doesn't play, you still got another quarterback that could be dangerous, like Malik Willis. Like he's already won
Yep.
2 games without, saying without Jordan Love. So
Mm-hmm.
who's playing? So, Lions, it's just another tough divisional opponent. A team that's 6-2 versus 6-1. So the Lions, it's
Mm-hmm.
opportunity for you to get another division win. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, Green Bay is going to be a tough team. It's our
Yes, they
division
are.
rival. I know we have beaten Green Bay in Lambeau the last few years. So let's continue to get that tradition going. So, like I said, we're not going to put on the 52 points on Green Bay, unless it
Mm-hmm.
really to the point Green Bay just really gives up. But I don't, let's say it's going to be a competitive game.
Yes.
Um, so I'm definitely looking forward to a wonderful, wonderful, good game for the, like I said, it's going to be a dog fight. Lions know
Yes.
it's going to be a dog fight. So let's take care. They said Lions take care of business. You did what you're supposed to do over against
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee. Pistons, like I said, don't hit the fans, please don't hit the panic button.
All
We
right.
0-3. Oh man, it's almost gonna be like what happened last year. Stop it. It's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
They're 0-3, they had opportunities to win. and
Yep,
they
sure
just
did.
could not close. They just could not close the deal. They played. You got to understand. They played against teams that was in the playoffs. They got the experience. They got the advantage over us, especially one of the
Hmm.
teams that just won the
Defending champions.
defending champion. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's gonna, say you guys, they play hard, they fight hard, they fight to the end. What I'm saying, it's just the execution in the fourth quarters. What I'm saying, not making shots. It's turnovers. It was hurting us right now. But like I said, it's early in the season. It's just the beginning. We haven't even got out of October yet. Let's relax, pump the brakes. Pistons will
Yep.
be fine. They will be fine. They're gonna win some games.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not overreact. So
Mm-hmm.
the Pistons will be fine. Um, First with Michigan, like I said, they got the huge victory against my rival Michigan State. Like I said, they got a tough game against Oregon. Michigan State got a tough game against Indiana. Um, so it's gonna be an interesting game for both teams. Like I said, what you talked about, if Michigan can take care of the ball, if they could just keep, they could keep Oregon defense out there on the field, sustain drives, don't turn the ball
Mm-hmm.
over. They have the opportunity to win. Same with Michigan State. Michigan State can take care of the football, and they can get some pressure on Indiana's quarterback. If they can make some key stops, they have opportunity to win this game. So,
You do.
um, it's definitely a huge opportunity. Um, but yeah, I know to say this. Like I said, I know it's late. I know people like DC1. Why the hell you wearing a Michigan shirt? Okay. For those you don't know, Nomus J just joined in on the chat. Shout out to Nomus J. Nomus
Go
J
down,
just joined in
Gnomes.
the chat. And like on 16, I know he put in a comment say, "Hey, hail to the victors." Look, I lost the bet. I told the guys at DSN, Dynasty Sports Network, Big Willie and them, all them. I told them, I said, if Michigan wins against Michigan State, I will honor my bet. I'm I'll wear Michigan. My guy Bree is not here, so I know, I know he's
I, I
disappointed in
sent
Michigan.
I sent Breed a private message, bro. I was like, hey, so when you doing the Michigan versus Michigan State video, you doing it today or you doing it Monday? I had to troll, bro. I had to.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. It was pretty hard.
Oh yes.
I had to honor my bet. As you see, y'all Michigan, y'all beat it. Y'all beat State. I honor my bet. Y'all seen I got it. That's proof. Owen, you see it. I know you watching. You see it.
Hey,
I know
hey,
Miss Jane, you surprised. I know.
hey, DC, look, man, I'm gonna do you one better though, man. I'm gonna join in on this bet. Since you a man enough to bet, I'm gonna be man enough to bet too. So we're gonna look at the bet this year's upcoming basketball season. I am extremely confident in the job Dusty May has done to assemble a strong team, and I'm going to say that if State beats Michigan in basketball this year, I will wear green and white.
They played each other twice.
I do, and I think they will not beat each other. I think they'll not beat Michigan either time.
Okay, well, this show has ended. Okay. You come on, man. Tom Izzo, when it comes to basketball, stop it, man.
Look, man. Look. I said what I said. I stand on it. If you guys beat us, you will see me in full Michigan State gear.
Okay.
Flip it.
If Michigan beats Michigan State twice, I will wear a Michigan State basketball gear.
Bet. All right.
Bet.
I got you. I got you.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's been another great show today, man. Thank you for everybody who's just been, staying up with us a little late. And, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. D313XP, myself, known as Jay, and Bree. My guy Ark always come through in the building.
Yes, sir. Trying, brother. Hey, Nomus.
Nomus always coming in late, man, before we end the show, boy. God dang on Nomus.
Oh.
I got dang on Nomus.
Yes.
You always
Oh,
coming
yeah.
through at the last
Your
minute.
equipment working tonight, Nomis. That's what's up, man. No echo at all.
God
Yeah,
dang
yeah,
it. That goddamn Nomis. Nomis, man, what's up with you, man?
What's up, man?
You sound like you
Just
want to
came
do
here to
something.
just be. This came here to be a butthole.
Of course. That's your job.
Indeed.
That's your job.
Uh,
So Nomis J,
yeah.
where them cheeses in Modelo at, man?
Damn, y'all wild, man.
You know I can't have that stuff right now.
Bro, y'all wild. That's right. Nomis trying to turn over a new leaf.
I'm fine, but I've been struggling. I've been a bad boy.
It's all right, man. I mean,
No. He got that Modelo. He got it in his fridge.
I ain't got no devil, but
you still got the cheeses thing, right?
I didn't have any season either. So,
All right, bro.
You ain't running into no walls, then you?
I never ran into wall ran into me. Like you tell me.
Okay,
Bro, what is the story behind that, man? Y'all keep. What is the story behind that?
So allegedly,
listen, I wish Dante was here.
Bro,
Dante would tell the whole story what happened.
yeah, that boy Dante funny, man. I swear.
Dante
That dude
would tell
funny.
you the whole story. It was so funny.
so allegedly, I was at a New Year's party at
Okay.
his house, and it was me, him, and Man Beast, and and they women and stuff like that. I was the only single asshole, and we got to drinking. And, I took a bunch of shots, and I got the phone with my sister, and then they heard a loud noise, and the wall ran into me because apparently the whole conversation stopped when they heard it. And
wait, the wall ran into you?
Yeah, the wall hit me.
The wall hit you.
Yes, the wall hit me.
Okay.
Brother, what episode of the Outer Limits was that, man?
It was no outer limits. It was just actual facts.
Okay.
The wall hit you.
Yes.
He's
I turned around. I took one step.
He's sticking to that. He's sticking to that story.
And look, I can tell by the tone of his voice, he's standing on business right now. Like the wall hit you.
He's sticking to that story.
All right, bro. Hey,
I would have got my revenge if it weren't for COVID.
On the wall?
Yeah, if it wasn't for COVID coming in and and making everybody stay inside, I would have came back to his house and got revenge.
Oh yeah.
On the wall.
Yes, on the wall.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen,
all right,
ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end the show on this note, man.
Oh,
Everybody
Lord
have
Jesus.
a great night, man. Be safe, man. No, Miss J, my guy Art, DC1, man. I know Bree, if you're watching, man, we holding it down for you as well. I got
Yes,
on
sir.
16, man. Everybody, man. Have a good night. Peace out.
Peace out, fellas.
Peace out.